Hello guys and welcome to In the Pits and welcome to Noob Wars episode 1, the Phantom Noob. So I've decided all my public lobby races are going to be named after films. So I didn't qualify for this race, but I started in 10th, so I thought I'd let everyone go past because, well, it's more fun to see how far you can do from the back, and when you're at the back you tend to get to see all the crashes happening in front of you. I'm just going to wiggle into the side of this guy, so I've already gained one position, and there is mayhem. Now I'm surprised the mayhem didn't actually happen on turn 1. People actually managed to get round a turn before causing the mayhem. So coming through Eau Rouge, now I didn't get any practice or qualifying laps in, and I found it very hard to get Eau Rouge right in this car every time. And we've got more carnage up here. I think that was Mr. Chaos or something going absolutely spinning. So coming on to the next section, we have Archon to the right of me, so I'm staying wide, and he's just going to get completely punted off by Johan Lawson, but if anything it probably gave him a better run through the section. So he's managed to keep his position in front of Johan. I've lost one from the punting ways, but it's okay, we're still with him. He hasn't gained too much time. I think it looked like I got the better line through that corner. Now this, I do think the Ford Mustangs in this game are the ultimate in noob public lobby racing. They're quite slow, so you know, slower cars I do feel give they give better racing because, you know, it's closer because they're slower, so you can be more precise with your hitting your apexes and whatever, and everyone's sort of equal on them. Whereas in faster cars, if you screw it up, you normally go flying off the track. So we're sticking with the pack here. We've managed to go from 21st to 14th just by avoiding carnage and destruction. So we didn't get a good run out of that corner though. Johan is getting away from me a bit. I don't think I actually did too good in this race, but we'll see how it goes. Now I do get on the brakes better than the guy in the blue car. I missed his name. I'm going to outbrake him, and I do just make contact with that guy there. I didn't slow down for him because my punt didn't send him off the track. I think he just went too deep into that corner anyway. So hopefully there's no bad blood there. Very sorry to whoever that was if you see this video. So coming on to lap 2 here, just on the first corner. And I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm probably going to screw up Eau Rouge again. Like, I really didn't know why I was failing to keep it on the track every time. I didn't do too bad here. Tam Esox, he did a slightly better job of extending the track there than me, so that's going to be his position. Well, I think it was his position. I thought I was in 14th, but I seem to be in 13th after losing a position. Coming up to this double chicane. I don't know if you call it a chicane. Now I've done it a bit wrong. You're supposed to be on the outside to take a late apex on the last corner, so you get a better run down this straight. But you know, you can't be perfect every time, can you? Archon he's going to go a bit wide there, and luckily not making too bad a job of rejoining the track. I'm slightly extending the corner on that there, but I think it's legal. As long as you have 2 wheels on the curbs, you're still technically on the track. and possibly even the green AstroTurf. I'm not so sure. That's kind of the... Oh, we've got contact up ahead. Johan Lawson again making a terrible move and a terrible rejoin, so I have to completely back out and lose a lot of my momentum. So that's kind of given the guy behind me the front foot, really. But I do make a better exit. Now I was struggling a lot with this corner. It's very hard to stay on the power as much as possible. But we're still with Johan Lawson, despite his relentless punting people off the track techniques.
Ronster is now in the lead.
Now I do manage to just about keep it on the track. Johan going for the super extend there. Tam Essox again getting way too late on the brakes for this call. Well, actually last lap he was too early, wasn't he? But he doesn't, you know, track limits. Who gives a fuck? Nice work, Tam. But we are in 12th now, which isn't bad from 21st, so
your rear tyres are cold.
I guess the aim from here is top 10. But it is going to be quite difficult because it does seem me, the two guys ahead and the guy behind are quite evenly paced.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Which I was a bit sad about because these guys are going to make contact here. Johan Lawson again causing another crash.
Left side, clear left.
That Tam guy's off. We've got another guy off to the side here. So skipping forward a bit, not much more happened there. I just kept my position, no one was in front of me. So we're going to get on the brakes nicely. I was hitting the brakes very nicely every time for this chicane. Getting a nice run out the last corner. But this guy, I don't know the name of this guy behind me, but he has been, we call him Das. That's what the relative time at the bottom says. And I'm going to go wide here though. That's terrible.
Car right.
And Das, I've managed to keep position apparently, which, you know, I think was pretty lucky. That was quite shocking driving into that corner. Someone's being voted to be kicked, but it's not anyone I've seen causing trouble, so I let him stay. And just having to counter steer there. Oh, that's a guy who people were voting to kick, who I've just passed. He must have been a back marker because it hasn't given me a new position. So it's going to be 9th position for us still. And I think I shifted down too early there and it did slightly damage my gearbox, which is ultimately going to slow me down for the rest of the race, I think. I'm pretty sure that's how it works anyway. Oh, it looks like I got on the brakes a bit late here. No, we're keeping it. We're going to go for a late apex. I do find late apex is a bit better for when you have a straight coming up after the corner. You get a better run out of it. And going slightly wide here. Don't think that was anything for people to complain about.
Ronster is leading the race.
Now I've got to tell you, on this track, this corner is probably one of the funnest, but in this car, I've got to say it is no fun. This car does one thing well, and that is handling like a boat. I should have cut the video forward here a bit, because it looks like we are running solo, which is never particularly interesting. So yeah, it's quite a long video today. I'm going to be naming all my public lobby races after movies, so we're going to have a good series here of Star Wars films, or Noob Wars. As long as I can replace one word in each movie title with the word noob. Then I thought about it, and I think that will be able to be done quite easily.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Yeah, seeing yellow flag's always good for me, because it does mean there is possibility of an extra position coming up ahead, and we can see the potential position, unless he's a back marker, of course. Now I'm gonna slip in here,
Clear left.
slipping in, tucking it in nice and easily for the 8th position. But I did damage my gearbox a bit, and I do think it hindered my possibilities of keeping this position.
Your tyre temperatures look good. You've got significant tyre wear all around. Clear left.
Just about, I had to slam on the brakes there. Luckily ABS was on in this public lobby. Just going to get a little tap from behind. No bad blood there, you know, accidents do happen in online racing. Now I didn't mean to edge him too wide there. It was pure accident, so sorry to him. And there was nothing I could do there. Nothing I could do. I got nudged up the rear. There is absolute carnage up here. Noob Wars is back in full effect. But that has completely damaged my car for the rest of the race. After that accident, I found handling just like it was like driving a new car. It was like driving a boat in rough seas now. And it looks like we've got more carnage up here. A guy going the wrong way around the track, and he's bailed out. I think he actually got kicked for driving backwards around the track. I think that is a penalty that was happening in this lobby. So we're up to 7th now. You know, I was pretty happy with that from 21. It's just a shame that for the rest of the race my car was handling like absolute rubbish. It was like I had to turn 2 times more than I had to for the rest of the race. I'm having trouble getting back into my view here. It'd be nice if I could just assign a button on my controller to automatically go to cockpit view, but I don't think that's a thing. It would have been if I programmed the game. So, I don't know if you can tell here, but I am struggling big time with keeping this car on the track. I'm having to counter steer a hell of a lot more. And I think also after that crash and sliding about everywhere, doing a spin, it really bald spotted my tyres. Well, not bald spotted because you can't do that in this game, but completely ruined my tyres. I don't know if tyre wear was multiplied a lot in this lobby, but it definitely felt like it after that crash. I was struggling a lot with this section, trying to keep her on the track without extending. I do like to race clean. I do find it feels a bit more real. Now I am still looking. The guy behind me has gone completely wide and extended, so he's probably going to gain a bit of time on me there.
2 to go.
Now I always say I do like clean, serious racing, but I am very much looking forward to Forza 7 coming out on the PC and me getting involved in that.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Because Forza is not quite as realistic as Assetto, but it does look like, you know, from the videos I see, the online lobbies are a hell of a lot of fun. Quite a lot of carnage and mayhem. Counter steering big time there, and I just lose it. I couldn't get used to my tyres and the damage from the last incident, so I've unfortunately lost 2 positions, and if I want to catch up with them here, I'm going to have to put in a hell of a lot of work with this rickety old piece. I don't know if you guys have seen Cool Runnings. Awesome film. But it's kind of like when they get their first rusty bobsled. That's what this car felt like. It was not nice to me. Now it does look like there's 3 cars behind who are battling, so that should give me a bit of breathing space from them. I'm not too sure how this race went down. I was struggling so bad. I was really tempted to just leave the race at this point, but you know, once you've come so far, you've got to see it through to the bitter end. running completely wide. My car, man, it was terrible.
The gap ahead is now 4.4. We just had a warning for cutting the track.
It almost made me want to cry, but you know, it's not about the winning the race, it's about the taking part and the action. You can't be a pussy and bail out, but we do have a spinner up ahead, so that's given us some time to catch up. Mindless Orange, he's gone a bit sideways, but can I do anything to try and gain his position? The answer is probably no. It literally felt like I was having to steer twice as much as I had been the rest of the race after the incident at the top of Eau Rouge.
Yellow flag, caution.
Tyres made of butter. Having to counter steer through this section is not what you want. It's definitely not the quickest way through any corner. Still managed to get on the brakes a bit better than Mindless Orange here though, so can I gain the position from him? Not quite this time. But it's okay, we're still side by side with him. We might be able to do him on the brakes in this corner. Now I've got on the brakes way too late here. But so is he. So we're going to slip past. Oh my god. With the damage we have managed to gain, but I did see the state of his front bumper and bonnet. His bonnet's popped open, so he's suffered a couple of accidents in this race also. And I'm wide again, and he's going to ram me.
Track limits, come on, keep it between the white lines.
So thanks for that, just ruined my tyres a little bit more. So give him a beep, and he rams me again. So cheers for that, buddy. And we are down into 11th position. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was on for a top 10 here. But still, there is one lap left, and chance for one more person to ruin their day. And we do have a guy off the track. So is that going to put me in the top 10? Is it? Is it? Give me the position. No, I'm still in 11th. Well, I'm just going to have to put the work in and catch up with someone, aren't I? But I can't see it happening, to be honest. EVGA Bella. Well, he's going to have to be my victim, or she. I'd assume it's a she with a name like Bella. But they're going to have to be my next victim if I can do anything to catch up. Taking this, I was so careful on this section, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to catch up with anyone with driving like this. Just couldn't get this rickety old bobsled round the track quick enough. I always do seem to find I'm quicker in this section of the track. Round this chicane, I'm normally quicker than everyone else, but you know, I don't have what it takes. And in this section of the track, I was finding I was slower than everyone else. So it does look like it's going to be 11th position unless I have a mistake. Oh, someone's had an accident and disconnected from the track. 2 people.
Yellow flag, watch out.
So that is going to put me up to 9th, but I don't know, I think they might have just finished the race and then just left the lobby. But we do have a guy off here on the right. Now that was a legit position, so that has put me into 10th. Getting on the brakes nice for the last chicane, and this guy in front of me, he isn't getting a good run at all. Now that almost could have been a legit 8th position. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode of Noob Wars.